Year in a row, Hong Kong is in second place, and rounding out the top 5, New Zealand, the US and Denmark. Now, the World Bank ranks 189 countries on 10 indicators. Roland Lim spoke to Hans Shrader, who's the program manager at the IFC, which is a unit of the World Bank. He started out by asking which country shows the most potential for improvement.
Well, I'm excited about the Philippine market now. According to the Doing Business report, the ranking has jumped 30 points from 138 to 108, which I think is a strong indicator of the reform-mindedness of the actions that the government is taking there and creating an environment for better small and medium-sized enterprise growth.
In your report, you mentioned that China has made the greatest improvements in terms of regulations for local entrepreneurs. What specific initiatives are you referring to?
Over the past few years, since 2005, China has made the greatest growth and gains in reforms as recorded by the Doing Business report. The initiatives that they were recognized for this year was enforcing contracts and getting credit.
And speaking of credit, one of the biggest complaints that SMEs have is not having access to enough funding to fund their growth. What does your report say about that?
The report doesn't look at the liquidity in the market or the ease of accessing financing from banks specifically, but we do look at institutional and structural components that are in the market, like a credit bureau, a functioning credit bureau, how much information it gathers, how easy it is for the SME to access and review that information, how secure that information is.
So would it be fair to say then that how open a particular economy is, that SME benefits?
The regulations that are the most accessible, least discriminatory, and easiest to implement are the ones that typically get rated better.
The environment, the business environment for SMEs in 2014, what's that looking like?
I think it's looking good in East Asia Pacific. Since 2005, 24 out of 25 East Asian Pacific countries have had reforms. This year, 15 out of 25 economies have had reforms that support small and medium-sized enterprises. So I think the trend is positive. Also in East Asia Pacific, 6 of the top 11 countries in the world are in the region.
Myanmar is in your report for the first time. How does it rate?
Let's say that Myanmar, we're pleased that Myanmar is in the report this year, and there's plenty of opportunity for it to get stronger over the next few years.
And that wraps up.